Hello friends, welcome to the weekly Prepper Pantry Haul. This is Lee, the Cold War Prepper, and this is the week ending Saturday, May 10th, 2025. So let's get into it. I got my Thrive Life order in, and that's leesprep.thrivelife.com. If you do the monthly auto ship, and you can change that in between auto ships, it's just the day that it ships, you get about a 15% discount. So in the dairy area, let's start off with sauces. In the sauce area, I got cheese sauce and bechamel, which is the creamy white sauce. Fruits, I got peaches, blueberries, and sweet cherries. In the vegetable arena, we've got onion slices. Now, normally, most companies do onion dices, and these are a little bit bigger than the dices. They're not really like a half slice. It's probably about a quarter round slice for the onion slices. But every once in a while, you just want a bigger chunk of onion in something that you might be doing. Another can of tomatoes. You'll see these almost every month. I think tomato dices and instant milk are two that are consistently in my orders. And then a can of red bell peppers. In the dairy area, of course, the instant milk and a can of cheddar cheese. And then for protein, we got the the grilled chicken dices. So these are all pantry cans. And if you take a look between the size of the can and the airtight containers that I've been ordering, so that once I start ordering, or once we start having to use these on a regular basis, I will open a can. I'm not that thrilled with these coffee can type lids. As far as storing them in a non-climate controlled environment, like we won't have air conditioning and heating after shtf like we have now. So I want something a little bit more durable to protect my foods. You aren't going to believe this. I went to Academy. I went to, oh gosh, what's the name of it? Cabela's and Bass Pro Shop. I went to Bass Pro Shop, spent an hour in each one and bought nothing. Can you believe that? I did find at Walmart, they did have a 3-pack of butane fuel, so I picked that up. I also picked up another wound wash. This is the smaller bottle. I prefer the Medic Alert, but this is basically the same thing, just a smaller bottle. I prefer the handle pump so I can adjust the pressure that's going to be put onto the wound to wash it. Also picked up some buttermilk biscuit mix. I got this because if I do a chicken pot pie in my Dutch oven, you can either make biscuits or you can just make one large film and cover your chicken pot pie with the Jiffy buttermilk biscuit mix. So either way, you can use that as the bread ingredient for the covering of your chicken pot pie. If you just make the muffins or biscuits and then stick them around the top, one biscuit per person along with the filling, and that goes great. I did order some bolt cutters so that if we have to go out scrounging, if it lasts that long, I'll have a way to get into some of the locked areas. I did a video, a long time ago. I watched a video with Rudy, Alaska Prepper, and he had some Snickers that he opened that were like 7 years old, and he said they were still good. So I've been buying these smaller ones, putting about 4 to a vacuum sealed package, and then just setting those aside. So that'll be rewards for good behavior. Same thing with the licorice. I've been having a good time. These are hard to find, however. So they seem to be in short supply. I found these at my local H-E-B, which is the big grocery store here in Central Texas. I guess it's the biggest one in Texas. A friend of mine, Craig, always looks out for me when he goes to gun shows. And so he found this at a gun show in Taylor, and it's 12 gauge. So that looks kind of interesting. They might have to use that for, say, anti-vehicle type of a thing. Wanted to get into books. So the new book that I did get in the mail and reading, and I absolutely love it, is our fiction book for this month. And that is John Grammer's book 3 in his America Overrun series, Exodus. I'll have a link for that down below. We'll do a review of this book the 29th of this month, I think, the last Thursday. I think it's the 29th. And John has agreed to come on, so he will be with us. And if you have any questions from reading the book, make sure you send those to coldwarprepper@outlook.com. I'll be happy to pass those on to him and have him answer those questions. Monday night is our last chapter in Ted Riley's book, Grid Down Situation. We're talking about financial collapse. Once that's over, then we're going to start the following Monday with Survival Theory, a preparedness guide, or how to survive the end of the world on a budget. And this is by Jonathan Hollerman. He is the guy who has kind of taken over for Dr. Peter Vincent Pry as the big proponent of hardening our electrical system so that we aren't that affected by an EMP or CME or even some terrorist actions. So he is a SEER instructor, that is survival, evasion, resistance, and escape. So he has a lot of great wilderness training. I don't agree with everything he says, but we're pretty much in alignment on a lot of what he says. He's a lot more of a bug out person than I am. But you know, he makes some very good points. And so we will have to take a look at that. And I've really enjoyed reading that book. Really enjoy reading John Grammer's book. So far, I'm probably on about chapter 5. I am going to say that it exceeds the other 2 books of his that I've read. So that's where we are, the week ending Saturday, May 10th, 2025. Hey, listen, be aware, things are really getting kind of dicey. You know, Pakistan and India, I'm seeing conflicting reports. Of course, you're not getting that much out of the mainstream media for it anyway. I saw one report that says that basically there's been a ceasefire advocated by both the United States and China that Pakistan and India are adhering to. Then I've seen other reports that say that they're going at it full-fledged, and this is a knockdown, drag-out war. So we don't know what to believe, you know, and just not getting that much information on it either. But what I can tell you is make sure you're prepping. Make sure you have a plan for what you're going to do in case of anything. I would say plan for everything, you know, and make sure you have plenty of food and water and medical care, sanitation. All the things are going to be critical to you. So, and there's a great list of things you need to consider in the appendices of the book that we'll be doing next month, Survival Theory. So remember that we're all in this together so we can come out the other side together. Please be kind, polite, and respectful to each other. Form a group, and let's get through this together. Take care. Bye-bye.